Hi there. Welcome once again to Ralph on VAR, where football's biggest moment goes under review. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, put us on post notification, so whenever an episode drops, you become privileged to be the first one to see whatever episode we are dropping. Also, like and share to your family and friends so that we can grow the community. This is Ralph on VAR, where football's biggest moment goes under review. On this channel, we do football banter, pre-game and post-game analysis. We also talk about incidents that occur on and off the pitch and everything that's got to do with football, or soccer as some people may tend to call it. It's a beautiful good afternoon here in the heart of Ontario, Canada, and this is where we are bringing you this podcast from. If you want to send money to family and friends back home, kindly use Lemfi and use my promo code RAFSJ for you to send $100 or more so that you can get $20 cashback bonus whenever you send money to your family and friends back home. It is trusted and reliable, and their rates are very good. Okay, so this weekend in England there wasn't any Premiership, so there was the FA Cup third round that was being played, and I'll quickly talk about some of the results. We are not really going to go into the games, but we are just going to look at the results that we had in the FA Cup third round. So there was Cheltenham Town playing against Leicester City, where Leicester City got 2 goals out of that game, so they were able to win 2-0. There was Everton playing against Sunderland. Everton drew 1-1 at home, and the game went into penalties. Sunderland were able to edge it over Everton. There was also Macclesfield Town playing to Crystal Palace, which is a Premier League team. Macclesfield Town were able to win 2-1. Mind you, Crystal Palace are the defending champions of the FA Cup. They were able to beat Manchester City in the final last season, but this time around they dropped off. They dropped off in the competition in the third round, so they lost to Macclesfield Town. And I think it's because of the numerous games they are playing this season. They are playing in the Conference League as well, so they have several games being played here and there, and it's tiring on them. All right, there was also Wolves playing at home. They did win 6-1. Yes, Wolves finally getting a win this season. They won by 6-1 against Shrewsbury Town. There was also Boreham Wood playing against Burton Albion. So Burton Albion won by 5-0. Burnley, a Premier League team, playing at home to Millwall. They were able to win 5-1. Doncaster Rovers playing at home to Southampton, and Southampton were able to carry the day by 3-2. There was Fulham, a Premier League side, also playing against Middlesbrough. Fulham were able to win by 3-1. There was Ipswich playing against Blackpool, and Ipswich were able to win by 2-1. That's a former Premier League team in there. There was Manchester City, yes, winning by 10-1 against Exeter City. Yes, that was a whooping win by Manchester City. And in that game, the Ghanaian international Antoine Semenyo was able to score a goal and then get an assist in his debut in that game, and he also won the man of the match. So going forward, it's looking like Antoine Semenyo is going to be a good inclusion for Manchester City in the Premier League. And also there was Newcastle United playing against AFC Bournemouth, where Newcastle were able to win on penalties. The game ended 3-3 stalemate, and then when it went into penalties, Newcastle United were able to edge it over AFC Bournemouth in there. There was also Sheffield Wednesday playing at home to Brentford, and the Premier League team were able to carry the day by 2-0. There was also Stoke City playing at home at the Britannia Stadium to Coventry City, and then Frank Lampard's Coventry City, who are doing so good in the Championship this season, weren't able to get the win, but Stoke City got the win at the Britannia by a lone goal in that game. There was also Bristol City playing at home to Watford, and Bristol City were able to carry the day by 5-1. There was Cambridge United playing at home to Birmingham City, and Birmingham City, coming all the way from Wales, were able to carry the day by 3-2. And there was Grimsby Town. Yes, this team have been causing upsets most of the time. They were the team that beat Manchester United in the League Cup. Yes, they were able to beat Weston-super-Mare by 3-2, and there was also Tottenham Hotspur. The results haven't been good for Tottenham Hotspur this season. Yes, they lost by 1-0 at at their new stadium to Aston Villa by 2-1. And then finally, the last game of the day was Charlton Athletic playing at home to Chelsea, and Chelsea were able to carry the day by 5-1. That was a 5-star performance from Chelsea in that game, and it was the debut game for the manager, the gaffer in the Liam Rossinier, and he was able to kick off his Chelsea career, or his Premier League career, or his England career. No, not his England career, because he has already coached Hull City in the past. So his Chelsea career by a 5-1 win in that game. And I'll just talk a little bit about that game. I did watch that game, and as a Chelsea fan, personally, I have in the previous episode, I did mention that Liam Rossinier is a rookie coach, and he doesn't have much of that experience to be able to handle the issues at Chelsea. He has come in with his own character. Yes, he talks big. If you look at his pre-game match conference before this game, he was talking big. He was talking about what he's bringing to the team, his style, and then all that. And his ideology is not all about being a Chelsea manager, but to be able to win games. So if he has been able to win this game, kudos to him. But I think that he's someone who talks big. He's someone who believes in himself. And in this world, whatever you do, once you have that belief, once you have that belief that you can do whatever you are doing, you can achieve. So he's a coach that talks big, and on the field, you say that yes, he was able to prove. The opposition that we were playing, Chelsea was playing against, was Charlton Athletic, and personally, I don't think they gave in much. They didn't give us much of work to do as a team. They weren't able to stretch the Chelsea defense that much, even though it was Tosin Adarabioyo and then Benoit Badiashile. They weren't able to stretch the defense that much. The midfield was much more relaxed with Caicedo and then Andre Santos. And this coach is someone who is looking like he's going to be pairing Andre Santos and Caicedo so much in the middle, because Andre Santos is someone that he knew from the past. He played with him at Strasbourg, and we are just looking at how the season is going to pan out for Chelsea with the inclusion of Liam Rossinier. He is saying that yes, the previous manager did a very good job with the team, and he's just going to build upon that and make sure that the team is able to win. And for now, I think that he's trying to build the confidence of not just the team but the support as well. Yes, he wants the supporters to give him that support so that he can do the work. So let's see how that is going to go. And there's going to be another game. I think it's going to be tomorrow, Liverpool against one of the other teams from the Championship or so, or the lower divisions in the Premier, in the English ladder, that will be playing against Liverpool. All right, so we'll quickly delve into the FA Cup that is going to be played. The League Cup that's going to be played on Tuesday and then on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, Chelsea is taking on Arsenal at the Bridge, and then on Tuesday, Manchester City is taking on Newcastle United, if I'm not mistaken. And Manchester City, with the inclusion of Antoine Semenyo, are having the yes, one will say that the win against Exeter City 10-1 was just a lower division side, so it was expected. But you could see that Manchester City, with the inclusion of Antoine Semenyo, has a new breath of fresh air in the team, and the attack is looking so prolific in Manchester City. So going into that game against Newcastle United, which is the semi-final, and mind you, this is going to be a double header, a home and away affair. So I think that there is no way Newcastle United will be able to stop Manchester City. Manchester City are going to win that game, and they are going to win convincingly against Eddie Howe's Newcastle United. And going back in the return encounter, I think that damage will be caused so much that Newcastle United cannot even repair the damage that's going to be caused in the first leg. And the other game is going to be the game between Chelsea and also Arsenal. Arsenal were able to win their game today. This session is being recorded on Sunday, so they were able to win their game today against Portsmouth. Yeah, they won 4-1 against Portsmouth. When I looked at the stats, Portsmouth scored first, I think early embers of the game in the 3rd minute, but Arsenal were able to come back strongly by winning by 4-1. So they also have a strong side. Arsenal, as you all know, they are the league leaders, and we can't begrudge them for that. They are doing so good. They are title contenders. I personally think that Arsenal still, one way or the other, they are going to bottle the league. So we just that's a discussion for another day. But going into this game, looking at the confidence Chelsea has now, winning their last game against Charlton Athletic, and the coming in of a new gaffer, a new manager. One thing that new managers do bring in is confidence. Whenever there is a new manager, there is what we call the new manager bounce. Yes, whenever they are playing their first few games, the players give in their all, because everyone will want to show the manager that they do have what it takes to be starters in the team. So the players go in giving all their all, and they are able to win games for the manager. And the same thing, I think personally, is going to happen in this game against Arsenal on Wednesday. Yes, Marco Correa, I think, is going to be out of this game because of the red card he got in the Premier League. So I think that he's going to miss this game. But we saw Jarrell Hato in the game against Charlton Athletic. He was even able to score a goal. And it seems Liam Rossignol is going to still adopt the Enzo Maresca style of inventing one of his fullbacks, where they invent in the middle of the park, so that you have a much bigger midfield, so that whoever is playing in the 10th position can also move further upward in the field. So I don't see so much changes tactically based on what happened yesterday in the game between Charlton Athletic, because it doesn't seem like he's going to change that much. It's just the personnel. I think that Liam Rossignol is going to adopt or use Andre Santos more, as compared to how Enzo Maresca was using Andre Santos. So if anything, probably Reece James now is going to be reverting back to the right back or the right side of defense, and probably one way or the other, maybe Enzo Fernandez might not be starting games either. If he's going to be starting, then Cole Palmer is going to be starting from the right side of attack, and then either Neto, or yesterday to another player that I was impressed with so much was Gittins. Yes, he did so well in the game, even though he didn't get a goal or an assist, but he did so well. His runs, his take-ons were perfect, and he did so well. So maybe he might be preferring Gittins on the left side, and then Cole Palmer on the right, with Enzo Fernandez playing in the number 10 position with that free role. So going into that game, yes, Arsenal are doing so good. Arsenal are a team on form. They are dispatching teams with ease. But with the introduction of the new coach for Chelsea, not just because I am a Chelsea fan, but with the introduction of the new coach, I think that he's going to come out with a strategy that will at least win that game for Chelsea by a close margin. I cannot predict a scoreline. I cannot call for a scoreline, because it's going to be a close call. But I think that Chelsea are going to carry that game. They are going to carry the day at the end of the game by a close margin at the end of the day, because Arsenal played their game yesterday. They played their game today, their FA Cup 3rd round game today. Chelsea have had a rest, so that's also going to be telling on the team, because they will have to travel to West London to face Chelsea. So personally, I think that in that game between Chelsea and then Arsenal, that is the EFL Cup, the League Cup semi-final, Chelsea is going to carry the day, and then we will look at how the second leg is going to what result is going to happen in the second leg. But personally, not just because I'm a Chelsea fan, I think that Chelsea is going to carry the day. So I'm going for a Manchester City win and a Chelsea slim victory win against Arsenal. Okay, so this is where we are going to draw the curtains for today because we don't have much to say. Currently, the Barcelona and then the Real Madrid game is currently going on, the final, and we quickly want to rush and go and watch that game. Yes, so we are going to draw the curtains on this episode on Ralph on VAR. It's a very short one. Yes, once again, this is where football's biggest moment goes under review. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share for your friends and family so we can grow the community, and also like so that we can grow the community. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next episode.